Hello, Pokemon Go trainers. It's a Seahawks fan with another Pokemon Go video, and so it's unofficial, but there has been a leak of what the new season entails, what events. Just my cup of tea for the first event: Aspiring Dragons Research Day, Gigantamax Lapras Battle Day. Ooh, new Gigantamax, Young and Wise. Necrozma Fusion Ray Day. That's fantastic. December Holiday Part 1. Community Day, which will have all of this year's Community Day Pokemon. We're going to have Holiday Part 2. Charged Embers Hatch Day and New Year's 2025. So, like I said, all unconfirmed. I'm sure this week we should get the information, because next week is already the new season. But Gigantamax Lapras Battle Day, ooh boy, that's going to be difficult. So now there's a couple of T Pokemon, Sinus T, could be, or a Machigacha. But that is in Scarlet Violet, the newest generation. Maybe too soon, but Sinus T would make sense. Gigantamax Lapras Battle Day. Now, Lapras is going to be surely more difficult than Blastoise, although maybe because they didn't tone down how difficult the day one Gigantamax battles are. But I think, you're definitely going to need a lot of players. And one key tip, you do not throw any charge attacks to defeat Gigantamax. You need to get the Dynamax energy up, and throwing only fast attack, never throw charge attacks. Now, of course, use the damaging max moves as the most important damage in the max battles. I mean, of course, if you unfortunately don't have the players, then you're out of luck, which is what Niantic decided, because they're not doing any remotes for this. They want people to go out and do these battles. Now, Young and Wise, interesting. Going to be interesting. I mean, it is scheduled for doing the Necrozma, so maybe Cosmogs, maybe another chance to get them, because you do need to get a Solgaleo or Lunala to be able to fuse with Necrozma. And Holiday Part 1, Part 2, there was a leak of, in the data, Costume, Dedenne, and Wooloo and Double. So those are probably some new costume Pokemon going to be getting for holiday events. Maybe they'll do it like Halloween, where Part 1, it'll be a paid ticket for the new costumes, and Part 2 in the wild. Hopefully a Spell Hour for at least one of them, maybe all of them, like they did with Froakie and Rowlet. But December Calm Days, so all of this year's we're gonna have the first 6 on the Saturday. It's a 2-day Calm Day from 2 to 5 p.m. And then that the last 5 minutes of each hour, there's usually like year before spawns for 5 minutes, which is handy. And then the Sunday should be the second set of the remaining Calm Day spawns. And of course, you'll be able to evolve and get all the legacy moves. Charged Embers Hatch Day, I'm guessing Magby, which would be cool. I mean, it's a nice hatch, shiny to hunt for. Don't think it's gotten a hatch day. Maybe I wasn't playing when it happened, but I think Charcadet would be too soon. But that is also possible. Who knows? New Year's, surely new glass, 2025 glasses, maybe Slowpoke or different Pokemon. Definitely exciting to have this leak. Hopefully, we're only less than a day away from actually getting confirmed event information. But here we have Sinus T, the Ghost type, the Teacup. Very fitting for a T event. So 1287 at 50. Does have an evolution, which is what you will actually want to potentially have. I mean, there's a lot of very strong ghosts. Gengar, even though it's still Gen 1, it is so strong, and it's going to take a lot to dethrone it. But there's some nice moves. Sucker Punch, Shadow Ball is the best. Can be given. Astonish is also a really good move. Psychic, Dark Pulse are the good charge attacks. I mean, it's going to be the thing you need to catch to evolve. Get the XLs, get the candies. But 3458, level 50 Poltergeist, that's actually not bad. Not too shabby. I mean, it's not 4,000, but it is higher than Gengar. And it's got pretty good attack. And of course, the same moves. Also, Hex. Honestly, would not be surprised if it got Hex and not Sucker Punch or Astonish, because, well, Sucker Punch is so good. It would be nice. Now, you would get stabbed with Astonish, which would also be very good. New Pokemon are always going to be welcomed. And we also have Gigantamax Blappers. You're going to need a lot of trainers. And now there was, in the code, found a new item that can give you double damage for 30 minutes for Dynamax for max battles. And that may be needed, especially if you're a little shy. But also, I mean, it is a paid item. It would be really cool if you could give that bonus to party members. That would not be good for Niantic, but being able to get a bit more damage, I mean, maybe worth spending a few extra coins to be able to get a couple Gigantamax done. Shinies should be possible, and power level. The power difference in Gigantamax. Level 1 max move is equivalent to a level 3 of a Dynamax max Pokemon. So definitely very handy. Now you're probably going to want to be moving around movesets. Ideally you get Surf, and you can reset the moveset by jumping out and going back in, starting a new lobby. Now there's a basic attack and then the big attack. And I mean, if RNG is nice to you, you'll always just get the attacks you want. It is possible to have the same attack for both, and that is what made Toxtricity so difficult. Now, once again, you do not use charge attacks in Gigantamax. Of course, you may need enough players, but the strategy is get energy, use the max moves. Definitely important, especially for a tanky Pokemon like Lapras, to invest in your max Pokemon. I'm going to look at my Gigantamax Pokemon. I do have some maxed out ones. Some 50s. 50 Venusaur, Charizard, Blastoise. And I have not invested in Toxtricity yet, or Gengar. Now, Skull Bash on Lapras, it may be handy to have a Gigantamax Gengar, being able to take like nothing as a ghost type. Could be something to look at. I mean, Metagross is just very strong, especially if it's Blizzard. You may be something you need, although probably going to just need a re-lobby. Most likely, if you do have it. Now, it is a ice water, so I mean, super effective against it does take super effective from Steel. Yeah, Gengar for the ghost type may be important. May be able to be the difference with the Skull Bash. Now, Toxtricity, I hope it's electric type Gigantamax, so you can't change the type of attack you're going for on Gigantamax Pokemon, so it's just best to just get the best energy generation move, and Spark should be the best one on Toxtricity. And like I said, once again, you don't throw charge attacks. Very important to not throw your charge attacks, because the damage that you get that you need is just from the max moves. And definitely maybe a really good time to invest in the max moves right now on especially your Toxtricity. I mean, you should have plenty of time to get some levels going before we actually have that max battle day, but sooner the better. I mean, surely at some point, if you do have, I mean, it's going to be probably a while before we get the return of Gigantamax Toxtricity, but of course, if you're trying to lucky trade and get it better, understandable, but yeah, I mean, only time will tell. Got very lucky with some pretty nice ones, some nice backgrounds. Definitely not, without something that may be worth investing in, but good luck, trainers. Like I said, this is all only speculation. It is a leak. I mean, maybe some things have changed, but definitely excited. Can't wait. Curious to see what Niantic do to end the year. Hopefully they give us a chance for Hoopa again. I mean, getting more Necrozma energy was very welcomed. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.